Hello and welcome to IngenioUs. I'm Melissa Morse-Olson, your host, and I'm so glad that you're here as we kick off a very special season of the podcast. This season, we're focusing on women leaders, a topic that could not feel more timely or more important. Higher education is clearly at a crossroads. Institutions are navigating financial pressures, declining enrollments, and the ongoing need to become more inclusive and equitable. At the same time, women leaders are stepping up in ways that are profoundly shaping the future of our colleges and universities. Yet, we know the challenges these leaders face. Women in higher education often work within systems that were not designed with them in mind. They carry the weight of the expectations to lead with both strength and empathy while breaking through barriers that should not even exist. And yet, they lead, they innovate, and they transform. This season is about their stories that inspire, challenge, and teach us what it means to lead in times of complexity and change. In Season 6, you will hear from some extraordinary leaders in higher education. Leaders like Dr. Carol Christ, the first woman to hold the chancellor's post at UC Berkeley, and my guest for our kickoff episode. Here's a sneak peek of what you will hear in our conversation.
And I came to the realization through thinking deeply about this, that free speech is, particularly at a public institution, it's an absolute. You protect people's First Amendment rights. But I realize that's not the only value that's important in the community. It's also important to think about the impact of your speech on the community. So I often used to say, just because you have the right to say something doesn't mean that it's right to say.
These are conversations for everyone, whether you are a seasoned leader, an aspiring one, or someone who simply wants to better understand the power and the potential of women's leadership in higher education. This isn't just about celebrating their successes. It's about learning from their challenges and understanding how they are driving innovation in ways that will impact all of us. I so hope you will join us. Subscribe to IngenioUs so you get your podcast, and get ready for our first conversation with the trailblazing leader, Carol Christ. If you know someone who would love these conversations, please share the podcast with them. I'm so excited to share this season with you. Together, let's listen, learn, and be inspired by the women who are leading higher education into the future. Thanks so much for tuning in, and welcome to Season 6 of IngenioUs.